Is your Dreame X50 Ultra getting stuck on thick rugs, door tracks and other obstacles? If so, this tutorial is for you because in the next 3 minutes I'm going to show you how you can set up the retractable legs to clear obstacles up to 6 centimeters. Now this is one of the standout features of this model of robot, but the setting is not turned on by default, so we will have to go into the app in order to get this set up. Now there are a couple of things to be aware of before you turn this on, because this is why it's turned off by default. For example, if you have a threshold that is close to, for example, some stairs that lead down, then the sensors may not detect those downstairs and you could end up losing the vacuum once it's crossed the threshold. So only use this in cases where it is safe on the other side. And the other thing is there's 2 different modes for the retractable legs, so we'll get to those just now. So I've just opened up the app where I can see my floor map, and what we're going to do is actually add a threshold. But before we do that, let's go ahead and tap the 3 dots at the top right of the screen, and we want to head down to the clearance leg settings. So you can see there are these 2 options here: hurdle style obstacle crossing and synchronized obstacle crossing. The main difference is that with the hurdle style, the retractable legs, there's 1 on each side, so 2 legs, will act independently of one another in order to try and maneuver around the hurdle. The first option is great if you have quite a thin hurdle to get over, but if you have a longer hurdle, then it's best to use the synchronized obstacle crossing. So I'm going to enable the synchronized crossing option, which is also great if you have stacked rugs. And now if we head back to the main map, we can go ahead and add our threshold. So the way we do this, on the right hand side we have those 3 icons. We have the floor plan with a little eye icon, and then the floor plan with a little pencil icon. And we're just going to select that one, okay, the one with the pencil. And from here we've got a number of things we can do to the map. The thing we're interested in is the virtual threshold ramp. So let's go ahead and select that. We now need to add the threshold onto the map, and the vacuum will detect it when it gets close. It doesn't need to be 100% precise how you draw this, because the sensors on the vacuum will pick it up anyway. It just needs to know roughly where it is. So try and get it as close as you can, but don't worry if it's not pinpoint perfect. Now there are a couple of options here: a passable threshold, an impassable threshold. Instead we're going to select the passable threshold, and we're going to tap confirm here, and then we get to maneuver the threshold where we want it. So in my case I've got an artificial threshold which I put down for the purposes of this video, and I'm going to first of all rotate it, and then we're going to use the move option to just pop that down here. And if I needed to resize it, which I don't, I can absolutely do that. And once I've added the threshold, it's really important at the top right of the screen that we tap the confirm icon, a little tick, and now you can see that we have the threshold added on the map. It's got that green bar, and that will mean that when the vacuum approaches whatever obstacle that is, whether it's getting onto a rug or whatever the case may be, then it knows to use the retractable legs in order to attempt to maneuver over it. Now if you do have any issues with this feature, for example if the robot can't make it over the threshold that you've added onto the map, then double check that it is no more than 6 centimeters. I find a little less than 6 centimeters does tend to be the sweet spot, maybe about 5.5. It does tend to struggle a little bit after that. Now if it lifts the legs up and it looks like there's plenty of clearance, but it doesn't really make a good attempt at getting over the threshold and instead reverses, that could be a sign that the sensors are a little dirty and could do with a clean. But that's all it takes. Toggle on the right mode, approach the obstacles head on, and make sure that the sensors stay clean. And your Dreame X50 Ultra is going to handle those door tracks, thick rugs, whatever it may be, like a champ. If this helps, please do drop a like and make sure you check out my full video review for more features on this particular model, the Dreame X50 Ultra. I'll see you next time.